I don't know what you had in mind, but here we stand on opposing sides. Let's go to war. Let's go to Cold War. Call of Duty Cold War. Whoa! That's not what we're playing. We're playing Dark Souls 3. What's up with that? I would rather be playing Cold War. That's not true at all. I prefer this game. But I don't know what I don't have until I have it, and then I know that it's bad and I would rather be playing Dark Souls. So for a little while I'm gonna still believe that Cold War would be more fun. Anyway, Cold War. You know, it's been like a recurring topic here and there for a while. It's been since like I don't know, maybe it was episode 20 something. I was like, they announced Cold War and this and that. And then I mentioned it again like, oh, there's the beta. And apparently it's not a great game as far as multiplayer goes. And you know, the game's been out for a little while. I've been waiting to talk about it so that I would be as informed as possible. It appears that I was right, you know? Not to toot my own horn, but simultaneously, I told you so. Oh baby, we got him. Um, cause hey, I didn't even see him throw that fireball. Dude, he's in the smoke. Hold on, I gotta focus a little. I feel like I'm gonna die if I don't. Die if I don't. Die if I do. I saw that one coming. Okay. Call of Duty Cold War. For some little background information, I own Black Ops 4. I also own Black Ops 3. Black Ops Cold War this is like the fifth Black Ops, but also like I don't know, the 17th Call of Duty game. It's too much. Um I remember I'd like the two biggest issues with the beta was like the maps are not traditional, and that's bad because gamers prefer tradition. And honestly, it may make the maps a little more bland, but they still function, which is better than having an interesting map that sucks. You know? And the other issue was that it didn't seem like the guns were like were unique. You know, they just were all like, you know, point and click, and there wasn't too much recoil, and there wasn't too much difference in what you chose. And you know, the game's been out now. I've been looking. It appears that I was right. You know, because despite the vast arsenal of weapons, it appears that there's really just like the MP5, which I'll return to in a moment. There's the AK-47, typical, and then there's like I don't know, any sniper that you pick is basically the same. They all just kill you in one shot, and that's the entire arsenal, you know. All the other weapons aren't really seeing any use, and really, if you are using the other weapons, it's just to be off meta, because in reality, much like every COD game ever released in existence, there's one gun that's oh god. Why? I've never been on I've never been on that end of the laser. Oh my god. I'm surprised I was able to dodge that. Uh the MP5 is allegedly and very apparent that it's just too strong. And in every Call of Duty game in existence, there's always that one weapon that just kind of just gets released already overpowered, and then it takes them like a month and a half to repair it. I don't understand why. I don't know why they're not just like, hey, here's a hot fix, fixed a bunch of bugs, we balanced this weapon in the first week. Instead, it takes them like a month and a half, and then they're like, okay, we finally got around to doing this, and also here's a new map, and here's all this stuff. It's like, I mean, thanks, but also would we have to wait for one big patch? And I distinctly remember this also happening in Black Ops 4. There were the SAUGs, which was also an SMG. You could basically just dual wield them, and you had like a lot of accuracy and and it shot very quickly, and you could basically kill, you know, the Black Ops 4 has a very high time to kill. You could still probably kill an enemy in like a second. Less. More like much, maybe like 0.7 seconds, which it just burned down the player. And you know how long it took them to fix that? Like 2 months. The multiplayer died. People were just playing Blackout, which was, you know, the battle royale that everybody forgot about when Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out. Uh-oh. It just always happens. It's about how long it takes them to fix it. And I mean, it's already taken them a long time. Dude, let me just beat this boss. Just let me win. I should have beaten him last episode. It's not fair. Frig. Uh-oh. Why? Stop using the same move. Should have been hit there, gonna be honest. I don't know about that one, on the other hand. Stop using the same move. You are insane. I hate you. Okay, we're good. Let's focus a little more. We've done it. Alright. Pop one of these. Maybe we should have embered, actually. It doesn't matter. We don't even need to ember, brother. Because I actually secretly want to be on this boss fight forever. It's not my best move, but you know what? We don't double down there. Okay. Okay. As for the maps, I mean, they didn't like, the maps are still like equally problematic in the fact that they were like, hey, it's a unique map, it's very weird layout, you're gonna like it. In reality, it's just very screwed. Oh, come on. Poke. We've done it. I hate getting out of that without dealing any damage. You want to juggle, you coward. I know. like the map that was in the beta and everybody it was very clear that they hated it was the snow map, where like yeah, sure, grab me. Doesn't matter too much. We got our endurance back, our stam. He wants to jab me. That's nonsense. Still, I mean, you know what I'm gonna say is because I was running. I can't cancel the run to roll because the run and the roll is the same button. Why aren't they just different buttons? So the snow map in Cold War is the one with like a bunch of bushes that are as high as like it goes up to the player's neck before they crouch. You can just camp in there and see the enemy. And this was in the beta, and everybody's like, "This sucks." You can just kill them, and then it stayed. It might have like made the bushes shorter or something. I don't know. It didn't help. It's still a big issue. Coward. I hate you. No. I'm gonna get you, dude. I'm sick of being here. It's probably where I spend most of the game, is just in this one arena. I had to really bank off that not happening. Well, now that puts us in a very tough spot. Please, just go away. Brilliant. Just brilliant, you know? It's just incredible. Okay, you know what? Okay, don't buff like you were about to do. Instead, you bully. Ha 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 ha. Die. I'm so mad. I'm dead, in fact. Nope, he's gonna do one of these. Okay, brilliant. It's very, very weird how that worked. Go away. Okay, let's get him here. Okay. Pop one of these. We're good. Jab. Okay. Maybe not my best move, but you know what? It only costs us little health. Costs him a lot of health, in theory. We're out of stamina. That tends to happen a lot when I'm using this katana. Okay. Stamina. Please. Okay. I'm feeling it. That's fair. No. You're not getting away with from this one. We don't commit this time. Even though I really thought about it. I don't think I would have gotten him. I think we would have been one hit away for him. We might have lived though, so I don't know. Doesn't matter that much as long as I win here. We've got him. Bruh. Look at him. Damage. Okay, we're done, finally. Right? Now we can move on to the topic that really matters. Because I mean I've talked enough about the multiplayer. It's never good, right? Like it's always this similar, on a similar level, unless they introduce a new mode, which they did, but I don't really know about it, so I don't really talk about it. Let's not, because I mean, let's go to nameless, right? Try nameless once. Could work out. First, let's decide our new weapon real quick while we talk about the Call of Duty Zombies mode. I guess let's do the Crow Quills. It's easy. That or the, you know what? We'll do the Torch next. How could I not? So, Call of Duty Zombies. It's here's the thing. You know, I have quite some experience with the Zombies mode. I have a lot to say about it. First and foremost, wrong way. Second of all, uh, it's worth noting the differences between Black Ops 3 Zombies, 4, and then Cold War. So Black Ops 3 Zombies, it was like they just kept everything that was already involved in zombies. That was always the thing. Like, oh, here's Juggernaut, here's Speed Cola. They kept it in the game. They didn't change almost anything from the previous modes, and they just added a lot of maps. And people were content with that, but you know, the devs were like, this is bad because people think, well, people feel like they need Juggernaut, which, if you don't know, basically lets you take 2 extra hits before you die, which is very important considering you can only take 3 hits without it. So you're almost doubling your health bar by getting the item, you know, the Juggernaut. People felt the need that people felt that they needed it, and as a developer, that's obviously kind of a design failure. You don't really want that to happen. So, moving on from Black Ops 3, and they're making 4, they were like, okay, let's change that. Let's just remove Juggernog from the game and try to balance it around that. Uh, it was a wrong decision from the start. What they ended up doing, I believe, upon release, it was like you began. No, okay. So basically, you now always, you know, on the basic difficulty, you always take 3 hits. But if you go on easy mode, you can take more hits, and if you go on hard mode, you can take less, just for the fun of it. That was the main thing, is to, you know, to get around using the item. They're like, hey, use difficulties if you miss it, and you're a coward. Otherwise, there was no replacement. So they they did a lot of weird stuff in order to balance it without using the Juggernog. They were like, hey, uh, here's this gimmick, weird new gimmick, where your character just has an ultimate move. And it's just so weird and out of place in zombies to have like an ultimate move where you just kill all the enemies. It basically single-handedly carries the ouch, oh my god. Basically single-handedly carries the game. Don't fall and die. Watch his head. Please hold, brother. So, the ultimate move there, it was just like it was an excuse to not include what balance the game better is like add this drastic and weird addition of an ultimate move that kind of felt like cheating in a way, because you just like you use your ultimate and then you kill like everything that's in range, and it was at fun. It was kind of fun at first, but like you use it 5 times and it's like, wait, this ultimate you just kind of click 10 times, and then all the enemies around you are dead, and it sucked because it just didn't feel very satisfying after a while, but it felt like a necessity, right? And then they also did a bunch of other weird changes to, add variety. It was interesting, but it was too different from what zombies is supposed to be. So a lot of people didn't like it. And you know what? I understand. Coward. That's not good. Don't do it. Did I get him? I think I got him. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Yeah. Oh god. Oof, okay. I saw that one coming. Okay. I hope that we at least get to fight Aimless once. Uh, so Black Ops 4, it was just the zombies mode was too different from 3, from zombies in general. And their biggest mistake was them trying to remove the perks and bounce the game around having them not in the game, right? So, funnily enough, I'm pretty sure what happened to Black Ops 4 is that by the end of development, because they had like a 1-year plan of releasing maps, by the end of it, their department had been like mostly defunded. A lot of people were out of like the major persons in the department were either being transferred away or just leaving. It's, very funny and very funny and and you know when they released the final map, it sucked and was very buggy and rushed and it's not great. And then I guess what happened, it's apparent that they got a bunch of different people now. And I don't really know if that's true, but it's apparent. Because if you look at the Cold War Zombies mode, it's like they entered it with a different mindset, and it's obvious because Juggernog and Speed Cola are still there, but you don't really feel obligated to have it early on, right? That's basically all it takes. We've made it. Cause they just balanced zombies mode normally, and then if you don't know the zombies mode, the longer you go, just the harder it will naturally get. So if you just balance it early on, so you don't need Juggernog, then later on you'll need Juggernog regardless because it's always getting harder. And it just makes sense, right? Like, you know, whatever you do, you're eventually going to need it. But as long as you don't need it early on, you can still get it if you're bad. But if you're good, you could just wait on it and then get it when you do need it. And that's basically like the biggest design choice. And then from there, it was just like a bunch of other minor things that are great. There's a lot of HUD customization. The map is, because I've been watching, it's just like a bit fairer, I suppose. They just went about it very differently, and it works. And I do think it's actually good with, you know, little caveats. Dude, I don't know if I've ever heard the Nameless King music. It's mind flooding, honestly. I feel like I'm in a circus. This is going insane. Gotcha. It worked. Pop one of these. Too late. That's alright. Pop one of these. Too late. That's not good. We're good. Let's go. Maybe I committed too hard. That's okay though, because we got him down a lot. It's very, very important we just get him to the second phase as soon as possible. Missed. Oh, I doubled down because I was sad. We're gonna focus quite a bit here. They did also remove the perk limit in zombies, which really is great. Because, I mean, you're still limited to like, oh god. Oh baby. We've done it. First try. Not the boss. I'm just saying the dodge of the lightning is pretty difficult. You won't get me. He got me. Alright, and it's not the worst fate. That could be. You won't? Sick? Oh god. That's too risky. I shouldn't have committed. I'll be honest. I shouldn't have committed. We've got him. First try. For real this time. Let's go. Feels good. Uh, I just feel like Cold War Zombie is very balanced. I hope the maps continue to be good, because I mean the map seems fair. There's a few little design choices that I've seen that are like, eh. But for the most part, it seems solid. And if all the other maps are solid, then hopefully they don't change anything in the subsequent game, because you know there's always going to be a subsequent game. I don't know what comes after Cold War. What's the war that goes after that one? Beats me, you know. I don't really think there's another one that involves America, and that's really all that matters. Let's level up again. 150. Sure. Sell a bunch of these. That's roughly correct, I think. Let's do one of those too, just to make sure that we can afford you. And we will start a new loop in the next episode using the Crow Quills. We're almost at Intelligence 50. And when I reach it, which will be next loop, probably gonna have to look into how do I use sorceries. Anyway, suppose this episode is more gameplay focused, but I mean, what can I say? We beat Nameless first try. It was great. And also the dragon, which is a little harder, because you have to pop onto his head. Still first tried. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, you should do that as well. Did you do it? Dude, look at his hand. Wait, I want to see the Joker. There he goes. We can finish this cutscene in the next episode.